of age of the requirement? Is there any limit of
No.
age?
No, we would appreciate a greater diversity in age and wisdom. So there is absolutely no age requirement.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Miss
Thank you,
Arya, Mr. Arya, you are coming from the hospital?
Yeah, right now I work at a National Mental Health Center at
Okay.
IHME di Hospital, a mental health hospital.
All right, thank you. Thank you for the question. So I would like also to invite other participants if anyone would like to share the question. I don't see none, so maybe I can ask first, Miss Girls. We have one, Miss Visia. Oh yeah, Miss Visia from our Health Polytechnic School. Miss Visia, you have the floor.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Kelsey, for the presentation. So I think this is an interesting opportunity. So actually, I graduated from King's College London 2 years ago, and I've been seeking for the opportunity, the fellowships, and this is, I think, great opportunity for me to apply such programs. Okay, so I'm just wondering whether there are specific projects for me, maybe that projects would be suitable for my expertise. So my expertise is in air pollution. So I think that's kind of air pollution projects might be suitable.
Yes, thank you so much. It's very nice to meet you. And I've put my email address there in the chat. So please do feel free to follow up with me offline. We have an environmental and occupational risk factors research team that focuses both on indoor and outdoor air pollution in terms of risk quantification and subnational analysis all the way down to a very small area in order to help not only provide estimates of years of life loss, but also to help with risk forecasting as well. So that would be very well aligned with your research area, I think.
Oh, that's good. And what about the data? Do we need to use the global data or specific to Indonesian data?
Our risk factors team uses data from every country in the world, including Indonesia, at as small of a level as we're able to collect it. If you go to our GHDX, that is our Global Health Data Exchange. You can actually search through our Indonesian data sets to see what air quality data is there. You can also go online to GBD Compare and look at our air quality information data there, and it will give you a link where you can directly export all of the data that we have available.
Okay.
Yes, and if you have any trouble, please email our help desk. It's actually run by real people, and they're very happy to help you navigate the tool and the data set downloads. Often what we find from our collaborators, such as yourself, is once you're able to look at the Indonesian data, you're often able to point out what is missing, and then we can work together to help supplement it. So that is a real strength of our collaborator network, as well as partnerships like this.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Kelsey.
Yes, and Katarina is very helpful in putting
these in the one more question?
Of course, yes, please.
Should we contact a potential supervisor to apply this program, or we just apply the program and then see who is the person who will be our potential supervisor?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that a question for me?
Yeah.
I thought you were referring to your current supervisor. No, you can apply via the open application, which will be opening within a few weeks. If you sign up for the email updates, this QR code here will take you right to that page. Katarina could probably put a link to that in the chat as well, if she's able. And then we will run you through the application process. There will be interviews and tests, and then we will actually assign you to your research team.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So we go to the next question, Ms. Kelsey. We have Ms. Telly, one of the lecturer as well from our Health Polytechnic School.
Thank you.
Ibu Telly, you have the floor.
Thank you so much, Ibu Sri, and thank you so much, Kelsey, for your nice presentation. I'm so sorry I cannot open my camera because of the internet connection issue here in my place. So and also my apologies because I was late, so I couldn't catch up the whole information from you, Kelsey. So my first question is there any for the first year? Do we need to stay for the whole year in Seattle because I see on your presentation that the first years will be in Seattle. So do we need to stay for the whole year, or we just have need to attend the 6 weeks orientation? Yeah, I see on your presentation. And the second question is this: do we need to develop our proposal first in order to apply this project? Because right now I have like a project regarding the develop model for the tuberculosis among children under 15 years old. I have the proposal. So do we need to develop proposal in order to apply for this project? Thank you. Thank you, Ibu Sri. Thank you, Kelsey.
Thank you. The requirement is to be in Seattle for the full year, 12 months. The first 6 weeks is a very intensive boot camp. Following that, there will be regular on-site trainings as well as meetings with the research team and general practicum-based experience. In our past, we've run a lot of different types of fellowships, and the key really to their success has been having an in-person cohort for at least part of the fellowship. If fellows are able to stay past year 1 into year 2, that's also something that we would be very supportive of, but we understand a year is a very long time, especially to be away from all the different obligations people have. But the 12 months is the minimum, very strongly encouraged. The second part, having a proposal developed, that is not necessary. We will ask for your CV, of course, and of your research interests and areas. But when you're at IHME, your work will be taking part in a research team. That very applied setting is very critical to gaining some of the skills necessary to understand how the GBD works. So while you might have a subject area you're particularly interested in, a region that's your specialty, we will put you likely in that group. What we're most focused on is creating a well-rounded GBD expert. And so for that will be integration into one or a variety of research teams via a rotation. If you have more questions about that, please feel free to let me know as well.
Thank you, Kelsey.
Thank you, Kelsey.
Thank you, Ibu Teli. So we go to the next question, which is Miss Komang Ayu from one of the lecturers as well from our Polytechnic School. Ibu Ayu, please have the floor.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Ibu. I work at Sanglah Ngurah Hospital, but
okay. My apology, my mistake.
No, I'm also a lecturer at
okay, that's good.
University and some of the private like nursing school in Bali. So my question is, how will you doing your selection for us? Means that maybe some of us is graduated from Indonesian university, means not the PhD one, but doctoral degree. So what about that?
Mm-hmm.
What is the requirement? Must be the PhD one? Thank you.
Thank you. There is no requirement for type of university to have graduated from, simply the type of degree. We have a fairly rigorous application process that will include an interview and then some specific assessments that will be conducted for the applicants. So a lot of the vetting will be done by IHME. So there's a CV requirement so that we can understand the background of the applicants. But then beyond that, most of the assessment will be done by IHME once certain criteria have been filled. Does that help answer the question?
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you, Ibu.
Thank you, Ibu Ayu. We still have one more question in the chat from Miss Henny. The question is there a specific desired outcome? Can non-communicable disease in Indonesia be implemented in new research? Thank you. Ms. Kelsey, you may want to respond on that.
Of course. Non-communicable diseases are included as part of the burden of disease portfolio in Indonesia. So those are actually part of the study now. If that is your area of expertise, we would certainly welcome you to apply as a fellow or to join the GBD Collaborator Network as well. For those of you that are just learning about the fellowship program, but that's not your area of interest or something you're not interested in pursuing, please do consider joining the GBD Collaborator Network, which you can learn more about on IHME's website. The bar to entry is quite a bit lower. You just sign on to our protocol, but then you're able to review early versions of the data that's used for analysis, and also have the potential to become a co-author on our subject matter papers, not only our capstones, but our specific papers like those on non-communicable diseases, as well as sign up to write a regional paper of your area of expertise as well. So please take a look at that if that's also something that you're interested in. And thank you, Katerina. She's also put a link to that in our chat. I should have put that on this slide, but that's just another option if you're interested in participating more.
Okay, thank you. So I have one question about the slides. Is it possible if you can share the slide in the chat? Some participants joining very late, so
Yes,
they might miss the presentation. Thank you, Ms. Kelsey.
I would be happy to do that. I don't know if I have a public link yet, but I will. I'm not sure if I'm able to share outside my network. Is it possible for us to email them to you?
Okay, that's
I
good.
will do that.
I'll share with them. Thank you so
Very
much.
good.
Oke, Bapak Ibu yang lain mungkin ada lagi yang ingin bertanya, persilakan. Is there anyone else from the Zoom call would like to ask
Ibu
question?
Sri, maybe I would like to add one more questions.
Yes, please, Ibu Teli.
Okay, I just would like to know the due date for this application, the due date for the application. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for asking. Please sign up for updates from the fellowship webpage, and we will provide you those dates soon. We haven't opened applications yet, but that is forthcoming. So I suspect it will be sometime in the month of March. We'll open applications, and then maybe June is when they'll end, but please don't quote me on that. The committee is still finalizing their timelines right now.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. If we go see the raise hand, we don't have raise hand, and also from the chat, we don't have any more question. So I would like to.
Can I add one
Oh
more?
yeah, sure.
So how many
Miss
people
Ayu.
will be selected or choosing by this program?
The size
How
of
many
the size of the cohort.
Yeah,
We are aiming for about a dozen every year, so 12 people.
12 people. So from Indonesia will be 12?
No, it's a global fellowship, so the intention
Okay.
is to select across the world. Yeah,
Thank you.
but it's an annual
Thank you.
fellowship, so the intention is to continue to build upon it. And of course, if we get additional funding to support it, we would be able to expand that number a bit. But just based upon organizational capacity and trying to ensure a really fulfilling opportunity, we would probably cap it at about 15 to 20.
Thank you very
Right.
much. Thank you.
Thank
Dr.
you.
Sri.
Thank you, Ibu Ayu. Thank you, Kelsey. So do you have any more additional statement from Kelsey or Miss Katerina? Because we don't have any more question from the participant. There is one, sorry. One raised hand from Miss Luluk Widarti. Ibu Luluk, you have the floor.
Thank you, Dr. Sri. Mr. Kelsey, yeah. I would like a collaboration on the set about subscription. Is that possible? Thank you.
I'm so sorry, I did not understand that question.
Yeah, can you repeat again, Ibu Lulu? Repeat, please,
Yeah.
the question.
I would you like to collaboration on research about stroke patient. Is that possible? Thank you.
Mau collaborate tentang pertanyaannya tentang apa, Ibu? Tadi putus-putus suaranya, Ibu.
Collaboration on research stroke patient. Is possible?
Apa Bu?
Thank
Riset
you.
apa, Bu?
Research pasien stroke.
Oh,
Dr. Sri.
okay. Research on stroke for patient on stroke. Is that
Yes.
any possibility, Ms. Kasley?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a cardiovascular disease team as well as other incidents that arise from it. That is also part of the burden of disease portfolio. So yes. And as I mentioned earlier, if a fellowship is not in your interest or career trajectory, you're welcome to join our collaborator network as well for a slightly lower level of involvement, but also with great participation opportunities. So please consider that.
Thank you for the
Thank you
answer. Thank
very
you.
much. Thank you, Dr. Sri.
Thank you, Ibu. One more question on the chat. No, she just saying thank you for the great presentation about this fellowship. I'm very interested for this opportunity. Thank you, Ms. Kelsey. You have any final statement before we are closing with Director Lupi? Please, Ms. Kelsey.
Thank you all so much for your attention and enthusiasm for this program, and also broadly with the collaboration with IHME. We've always felt extremely welcome and included in a collaboration. So we thank you so much for that. We very much look forward to welcoming applicants to the fellowship program once the application opens. But I'm also quite hopeful, and on behalf of Dr. Steve and Dr. Chris Murray, that we will also be able to continue this collaboration in many other ways as well.
Thank you very much, Ms. Kelsey. Now I would like to invite Director Lupi. We have one more, if you don't mind. One more final question from Mr. Jalin Sitompul. Ya, Pak Jalin, silakan.
Okay, thank you. I want to ask about, I'm sorry I'm late to join. About the age, there is no limit age for this fellowship.
There is no age limit. That is correct.
The question is, age limit. Okay. The question is about the age, Mr. Jalin. So
Yes, that's right.
okay. So we already answered the question. If we don't have any more question, then we would like to close this session. Would like to invite Director Lupi for closing remarks.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Sri. Thank you very much, Ms. Kelsey O'Bannon, and also the team. Catherine also here. We already finished our webinar series today, and we saw that there are many questions that our colleagues interest to join the fellowship that already described by Ms. Kelsey. So we hope some of our colleagues from the Ministry of Health can apply or can meet the requirement that already states in the presentation. Thank you so much, Ms. Kelsey, and I hope this is not the last moment that you can present the presentations. Maybe for next webinar, you can also share with us any others important knowledge or the information. Thank you so much for the presentation.
Thank you.
Back to you,
Thank you,
Dr.
Director
Sri.
Lupi. Thank you, Ibu Karterina. Thank you, Ms. Kelsey. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Have a nice day.
Ms. Kelsey, Ms. Catherine.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Makasih Bapak Ibu.